This petition is about saving our native freshwater fish.
I bet that most of you seeing this don't know that in New Zealand we have 58 species of native freshwater fish, including bullies, eels, and tortfish.
Around 74% of our native freshwater fish are threatened with extinction.
If we don't do something now, then by 2050 all of them will be gone forever. New Zealand's largest group of freshwater fish are glacids, which include kōkapu, kodo, ingonga, and mudfish.
The main focus of this petition is the black mudfish, which we have here in our Hikurangi swamp, because not only are they ours, they are also totally amazing.
Did you know that our mudfish is from the family of glaciers? There are 6 different species of mudfish in the world, and 5 of them only live in New Zealand. They are found in swamp and wetland. Mudfish can grow to 160 millimeters and probably live to 5 to 10 years. The modern name for the black mudfish is waka.
The black mudfish is so unique and amazing because it can survive out of water sometimes for several months. It is able to slow its metabolism right down so that it can burrow into mud and hibernate when there is not that much water around. The mudfish can also breathe through its skin when their wetland habitat dries out over summer. As long as they are kept moist by burrowing under tree roots, mud, or damp leaf litter, they are okay.
Mudfish can't live anywhere. They need a special habitat and they are fast disappearing.
The black mudfish we have around Hikurangi, as well as the very rare northern mudfish, have the most specialised habitat requirements of all New Zealand mudfish. They need clean, clear water and the acid soils which come from our volcano, Te Huku o Te Rangi, and the swampy wetlands which come from the Hikurangi swamp. They can survive when the water level goes down over the summer, but really struggle when their habitat is drained by us for whatever reason.
The Hikurangi swamp used to be the largest area of wetland in the southern hemisphere before it was drained. New Zealand wetlands are the most threatened in the world. 80 to 90% have been lost since the arrival of the European settlers.
Loss of habitat is one of the biggest threats to our native freshwater fish. Black mudfish live in swamps and wetlands because they need the soggy mud to stay nice and moist when their waterways dry out in the summer. There used to be a big swamp in Hikurangi, but over the years most of it has been deliberately drained out and dried up, so that is why habitat loss is such a big threat to our Hikurangi mudfish. There are many reasons why our freshwater fish are threatened with extinction. The main ones which affect our mudfish habitats in Hikurangi are pollutions of waterways, from the farming and land development, drainage, and our swamps and pest fish.
Pollution of waterways is a major threat to our native
New Zealand freshwater fish, especially our mudfish.
Manufactured fertilizers are used to increase grass growth on dairy farms so that the cows produce more milk. Unfortunately, when it rains, the chemicals from the fertilizer go down into the Hikurangi stream, which causes algae to grow. Even a small increase in nitrate levels can kill our native fish.
In the summer, the sunlight and the extra nutrients in the waterways causes an explosion in algae growth. This algae uses up the oxygen in the water, making it harder for our freshwater fish to breathe.
When it rains hard, the grass comes up the mud and the sediment getting washed into our waterways. Too much sediment can cause the water flow to slow down, making it hard for our fish because even though they're called mudfish, they need clean water to live in.
Pesticides are used for eliminating pests,
but they also degrade water quality, as when it rains, the chemicals are carried by stormwater into the nearest waterway, killing our freshwater fish.
Draining Wetlands by Riley Bishop and Dahlia Ashby. The Hikurangi Swamp used to be one of the largest areas of wetland in the southern hemisphere. For years our swamp has been drained for farming and to prevent flooding, and we want to change this to save our native freshwater fish, especially our black mudfish. Because of draining swampland, our black mudfish have smaller and smaller areas to live in, no way to find each other because of waterways being closed off, and when they do have babies, there is not enough food, which means no more babies and then extinction.
People drain out swamps without realizing how much damage it would cause to the black mudfish habitat. Farmers drain out swamps and fill them in with dirt and grass to make more room on their fields for their animals. Builders drain out swamps and fill them in to flatten out the area to give room for housing, buildings, and factories. When people drain out swamps, they are taking the black mudfish homes away, and then the mud gets all dried up, so their skin doesn't stay moist. You can't find them anywhere else in the world, so if we don't start protecting them, they will all be gone forever.
Another threat to our native freshwater fish is introduced pests.
Hikurangi black mudfish are especially vulnerable to pest fish. Gambusia or mosquito fish are small but really aggressive fish, which were imported into New Zealand in an effort to control mosquitoes.
This failed spectacularly and is now an environmental disaster, especially around Hikurangi. They are the biggest predator of black mudfish and will eat their babies and attack adults. They also compete with mudfish for the same food sources.
We would like the government
To amend the Wildlife Act of 1953 to fully
protect our native mudfish,
Indeed, clear the remaining
habitats outside of dog reserves. We don't want our
mudfish to get protection too late,
like the grayling,
which have been extinct
for over half a century, but continues to be the only freshwater fish protected
under New Zealand law.
Please support our petition.